Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Wings 3D, and in this video we are going to see how to create a square. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Wings 3D is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course to perfectly master all the features of Wings 3D to create any type of 3D model. Second link on the description, the website in link with these YouTube channels. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is a summary of all the complete courses available. So the first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create the base of my square. So I will go right click here and I will create a cube, and this cube will appear on this area and I will define some value. So I will increase the value of my cube. Here we can put 80 on this area. On the z-axis I will put 20, and on the y-axis we'll put a value of 2. I will put on ground and I will just validate. So this one will be the base of my square. So after to do this work, I want to create cylinder to create different holes using the Boolean operation. So how we can process, we can go right click here, and first we will define a cylinder. We have the cylinder option now. I will first increase the value. I will put something like 60. Maybe it's too much. I will put, because if you put something here, definitely it's little too much. So something that we will do, we'll put just 40. It will be pretty good just to see the cylinder outside. I will define a radius also. So here we can define a XY radius. It's too much. We'll just apply 2 and 2. And on this area, 2 and 2 as well. And after I will just validate. So now I will switch here. We can switch orthogonal view to perspective view, or perspective view to orthogonal view. So if I click here, I can go to the orthographic view, and then I can press Y on the keyboard to have access to this view and to be able to move with precisions. I will click here and select the cylinder. Right click, move, and on what axis I want to move, the red axis, so it means the x-axis, and I can dragging and moving here, and I can press tabulation to enter a specific value. And I will move on this area with a value, so here we can adjust the value. What value I will put? I will put a value of 34, yes. And I will just validate here. Then I will go right click, move, and this time on the blue axis, so it means the z-axis. And I will move a little bit here, tabulation, and I will dragging and moving my element with a value of 5. Then I will duplicate. So right click, I will duplicate, and I will duplicate this one on the z-axis. So I can dragging and moving, not on this direction. Here we drag here, I will move on the other direction, but sometimes it's not extremely convenient. So we just need to move on this area, tabulation, and we can enter a specific value. Here the value will be -10, and I will just validate. I will select these two objects. Again with a body selection mode, object selection mode, body selection mode, it is same. And I will go right click and duplicate. I will duplicate on the red axis, so it means the x-axis, and I will press tabulation and I will enter a numerical value with 14, just like that. Then I will select all this object, all this cylinder, and right click, duplicate again, and we will duplicate on the x-axis, and I will go around here, tabulation, and I need to dragging and moving. So here, for example, if I type 55, it is too much. If I type 52, it's not enough. So in this type of case, we are at, yes, we are at 54. So we just validate. And thanks to that, we can obtain this window. So now if I press tabulation, what is the M? The M is to remove this different cylinder from the base. So how we can process, we can use this selection mode, click on the base here and right click, Boolean test, difference here. And on the difference, I can remove the different cylinder. Right click, I will use difference. So right click here, Boolean test difference, and right click on this one. And I will continue. I will click here, right click, Boolean test difference, and I will click on this one. And I will select again the base, right click, Boolean test difference, and right click on this one. So every time you select the base, right click, you can go on Boolean test difference and right click on the objects that you want to remove. In this type of case, it is a cylinder. Right click again, or first before to right click, select the object, right click, Boolean test difference, and I will select this one, select the object, right click, Boolean test difference, select this one, select the object, right click, Boolean test difference, and select this one, and I will come back, right click, Boolean test difference, and select this one. And I can obtain this render. So now what I will do, I will just switch to the edge selection mode, and I will select this edge, I will select this one as well, and I will click on this one and this one. And after to click on this one, I will apply a bevel. So right click, apply bevels, and we can dragging and moving the mouse. Oops, I think it was not working properly. It's a little strange because I had another type of selection. So let's deselect first with the spacebar. So I had another element selected. So let's redo again. I will select these different edges. And then I will go right click, and now it's going to work bevels, and I can apply my bevels as you can see. If you press tabulation, you can enter the values that you want. I will apply a value of 4 for the bevels, just like that. And now something that I will be able to do, maybe 4 is too much, but we can stay like this as well. I will go on the view options and deactivate this one and deactivate this one as well. I will just add on my square, so yeah, I think it's pretty good, just like this. Something that I will add on my square, it is right click here, and I will add a materials. And after to add the materials, I can change the name. Let's just type something like metal materials. I will press enter, and here I will define a color like the yellow color. We can adjust the metallic value. Let's put 0.9, and here maybe 0.2, and I will just validate. Then I will select the object, all the object, and I will go on metals, right click, assign to selection, and if I press the spacebar, you can see the material is applying on my square. So as you can see, it's pretty convenient. This is the way to process. If you want to adjust, you have also the possibility to adjust your material after. We are in this view. So here, this is the perspective, the orthogonal view. So if you want to switch to the perspective view, you can just click on this area, and it's pretty better for the render. Something that I can do also, it is to click here. And thanks to that, you can remove the ground plane view. And if you click on this area, you can remove the view on the axis. And I will obtain this render. So the materials, you are not going to be able to make too much advanced features with the material in the software, but at the end, you can add a color, you can add basic, simple material, and it's just pretty better for the render. And thanks to that, I created this square, as you can see. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like this content, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Wings 3D is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course, different hours of content. We see in detail the different features to perfectly master Wings 3D. Different also trainings at the end of the course with creation of various 3D models. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software on these YouTube channels, have different information about multiple software. And you can discover the software, you can have some basicals, and in second link on the description, it is like online school. So concretely, you have different complete graphic courses. You can just select course that you want, and you can learn any graphic software. For our next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.